Guys, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Weekend Reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, albums, EPs, or singles, and after having listened to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release. Stephen Curtis Chapman's new single, featuring Brad Paisley, Tasha, Cobbs, Leonard, and Alaina. Together, we'll get through this. Chapman's new track, Together, We'll Get Through This, is a reworked version of Together, stylist sound-wise here. And also, he adds a few voices into this. He adds Brad Paisley, Tasha, Cobbs, Leonard, and Alaina. Now let's dive into the sound here. So it has electric guitar, acoustic guitar, bass, drum, and piano. And as for the lyrics, it talks about how, yes, these are hard times, but we'll get through this together. Up next, Need to Breathe's new double single. Out their first 2 new singles since their guitarist left the band. So let's talk about them. Hang On's a little more upbeat, while Seasons is a little more slower. And as for the lyrics, he talks about hanging on to what's good in life because it doesn't last forever. And Seasons talks about how we'll get through hard seasons together and that hard times don't last forever. So these are the first 2 singles released from their upcoming album, Out of Body. So kind of interesting how the 2 songs interconnect, though, in that it doesn't last forever type thing. Wonder if we're going to see more of that in the overall album, considering that the first 2 songs are related to that. We'll have to see. Up next, anyways, is For King Country's new single featuring Kirk Franklin and Tori Kelly, Together. For King Country and Tori Kelly's and Kirk Franklin's new single, Together, definitely has overall a pop feel to it, I would say. But then we get the gospel choir and the Kirk Franklin part, so that kind of brings another dimension to this track for sure. And as for the lyrics here, talks about how if you're going through a dark time and feeling alone, fighting through that dark time, we will go through it together. Up next, Elevation Worship's new album, Graves in the Gardens. Worship's new album, Graves in the Gardens, overall has a definite modern worship feel to it, even though it does sprinkle some other elements. I mean, I hear a little folk here, southern rock at a couple points here, a little gospel R&B here. Overall, like some songs on this album, but it can be get a little mellow at times for me personally. That's just my take on it. And as for the lyrics here, touches on a few different themes. Talks about God bringing us from death to life. Talks about Him fighting for us, doing miracles. Talks about us giving all of ourselves to Him. Up next, our last release for today, Brasel's new album, The Divine Storm. New album, The Divine Storm. It's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say I was really all that huge of a Brazel listener, but this album was pretty good. So let's dive into the sound here. Definitely a hip-hop feel to it and some pop influence for sure. I would say the tracks are upbeat, but maybe not like super hard-hitting. It kind of has a little bit of a light feel to it, I would say, while still being energetic. And as for the lyrics here, great lyrics on the sound. They talk about a few different things. God's love saving us. bring us to new heights, trying to bring heaven to this world. Come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe. Also, if you have any releases you want me to review, please leave that in the comment section below. If you heard about anything today that came out that you want me to do, and I'll try to do it. And also, if you're interested in playlists I made based on books, you can check out the playlist section on this YouTube channel. Well, I'll go now. Bye!